All right. So, welcome to the part three of the footer section we were working on. So, quickly, let me go and show you the. This is the outcome of what we have been doing all through. So, we just need to continue on the styling. So, quickly, let me just go back to my Visual Studio Code here. So now, if I click here, you realize that I have added link. I've added this font awesome CDNJS link to enable my social links icons to be visible. If you check the previous video, you realize that these links were not showing. So now I have added the font awesome CDNJS to enable these links to be visible. So now quickly, let's go to style.css. Okay, I've also added Facebook and Instagram here. They were not there before. So now let me quickly go here. So now the next thing is for the social links. So let me just say this. Yes, this is for social links. Then no, I don't need all this. 1 minute. All right. So for this social links, I will just go ahead and have no, I don't need this. Um I'll name this brand and social. So let me leave this. Now I will say dot footer logo. So for this, I will have display to be in line. Then I will have the font size to be 1.5 em, and I will also have the font weight to be 800, and I will also have color. I'm gonna use var um let me just use footer heading for this. Then now after the heading, I'm going to have the text decoration to none, and I'm gonna have letter spacing to be -0, 0.5 px. Then I'm going to have lastly margin at the bottom. So for this, I'll just use 1 rem. Then quickly, next one, let's go to footer logo span. So for the span, we are going to have so I'm going to have this for the max width is going to be 320 px, and I'm going to add fonts to this. So the font size will 0.9 rem. And next, I'm going to have for the social, good. So that's for this. Then this one, display for this to be flex, align items to center, and lastly, I will add transition. For the transition, I'm gonna have var. Now next, let's save this and go and refresh the browser and see what that looks good. So now you see how this is looking. So let's quickly go back again. This time we will work on the social links to hover. So here I will just say those social links and hover. So for this, a anchor tag before the hover. So for this, I'm going to say the background color for this is going to be var footer essence, then the transition, translate. So that's for this. Now I also have, let me comment here, and this time this is for links and accordion. So for this, I will say dot footer column h4. Color for this will be var heading. Then I'm also going to have font size for this. Font size is going to be 1.05. Let's use rem for this. Then the font width is going to be 600, and also we will have the lastly the margin from the bottom will be 1.25 rem, and let's move straight to the next one. So for this I will say accordion trigger. For this I will say um so let's say I will just say let's display be flex, and then I will have justify contents to space between. Then I also have align items to center. width of 100%. Background for this to be none. Border also to be none. Padding is 0. Text to align is left, and for pointer event, none, slash, now next. So let's save this. Let's quickly go and refresh again. Good. So this is the accordion. So let's quickly continue for this. So for the accordion, I'm going to say so for this I will say display is none, color is var, footer text. So let's quickly do dot footer text. Sorry, this is for the footer links. So for this, I'm going to do list style to be none, padding to be 0. Now next, footer links li. So for this, I'm going to have margin from the bottom of 0.75 rem, and then dot For this, I'm going to have color, footer text decoration for this to be known, and also transition var. So let's save it. All right, so this is actually where I'm gonna stop. Now you see the footer links, the transition is working. See the mouse pointer. So this is where we will stop in this series. So the last part will come up. That will be the part 4. So thank you for watching this video. I will be hoping to see you in the next video.